I just thought I'd try it. I'm like, can I write a murder mystery? And I did not know. I had already written a wedding book called Beautiful Day. And so I wanted something totally different. And I turned in my first draft, and I have like this schedule that I keep to, and I turned in my first draft right around Thanksgiving, right around Halloween. And my editor called and she said, I love so many things about this book. And when she said that, I knew I was toast. And she said, but the wrong person dies. And so when I turned in, so you've seen the show. So when I turned in the first draft of the novel, it was the bride who dies, not the maid of honor. And I said, who should die? And she said, Merritt, the maid of honor. And I'm like, okay. So I went back and I had 6 weeks. I went back and I rewrote the entire novel with somebody else dying. And it just clicked too. It was like, it just clicked and I was so happy. And I don't plot anything. I just write scene to scene to scene to scene. And at some point, well, I'm not gonna say because there's probably some people, there's definitely a lot of people who haven't read it, but there's probably some people who actually haven't seen the show, which is, I mean, so many people saw the show. But the murderer was somebody else in my head until 2/3 of the way through the book. And then I can remember walking into, I was writing out by my pool and I walked into my house and I thought to myself, it wasn't person A. It was I just took it one step further. It was person B. And the number one sort of compliment that I get about Perfect Couple, the show, is so many people are like, I had no idea who did it until the very end. And that is like that's a great show as far as I'm concerned. Greer is once again a writer, and she once again was more like me. She had books that she's putting out every year, and then she turns into I mean, she's got her son's wedding to plan, and she's very type A. I mean, so many similarities with myself, like just has to be in control. And yet she needs to turn this book in. She turns the book in. The editor's like, you phoned it in. This is not good. And she's freaking out. And it was so much fun to like have her be dealing with that also, like in addition to the fact that now this person's dead at the wedding and everything's spiraling out of, because everything is spiraling out of her control. She finds out, I won't tell you what she finds out, but she finds out something about something else. I mean, all these things come at her. And I think that is what attracted Nicole to the role, is that it was a really complicated woman of a certain age, which I think all of Hollywood is looking for that, and Nick was so good, so good, and really just brought her own magic to the role. Tag was a nickname that I saw for Thomas. Oh God, who knows, 15, 20 years ago. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna use that at some point. And the Winberries felt like a family where there would be a tag. And I feel like a lot of people made fun of it once in the book. Nobody gave me any grief, but once the show came out, people gave me a lot of shit about that name because they just thought it was too much. And Liev was amazing. I mean, the golf swing alone. I told him, and he was my first choice because in 2000 I wrote the book in 2017, and as I said to him, I'm like, that was the height of my Ray Ray days. I wanted you from the beginning. I think I thought he wouldn't do it because Nicole and Naomi, his former wife, are best friends, and I thought maybe he doesn't want to work with Nicole, but he was happy to, happy, and she wanted, and Nicole wanted Liev and only Liev, and so it worked out.